Good morning and welcome to Herb Oracle Podcast, botanical divination with herbs, essences, flowers, and trees with your host, Herbal Marie. Let's start the day off pulling some oracle cards and getting a few messages. We can shoot the shiitake in a spiritual way-ish. And if you follow me on Instagram, I'll post a pic of the cards at Herb Oracle. Thanks so much for joining me. Here we go. The law of goodwill. That is what we are talking about today. So I'm going shopping. I'm going to GW. I'm going to find myself a new shirt. I don't know actually what the law of goodwill is about today, but it is really long. So we'll warm up to that. Whew, you guys, I had about 10 minutes of peace before I completely went into panic today again. I'm telling you what, sometimes motherhood is just like, wow, we should get paid for this. I mean, it just really puts us in sometimes a whirlwind or a fury of fear and worry. And that just doesn't feel good. So anyways, I looked in at my daughter last night. I noticed her mouth was getting red again. And her rash is coming back on her face. And then instantly, I'm worried. Instantly. But I know what it is. It's a yeast rash. And what she needs is a complete dietary change. Like we all do, you know? So, but it's just wow. I have just been inundated. Is that a word? Just overwhelmed with distractions and worry. And it's I am still trying to focus and do my best with all my projects, but it's every time I turn around, I'm getting sideswiped with another distraction, worry, or fear. So anyways, good morning. I just took some motherwort. Oh yeah, I am reaching for the motherwort today. Motherwort is an herb that will calm you down in the moment. She helps your heart slow down if it's racing. She helps you breathe a little deeper. She really does help you in that moment of feeling overwhelmed. And yeah, that is definitely what I feel like whenever it's oh my gosh, this is coming back. So I know what to do. It's just a matter of doing it. And it must really have a hold on her. And we got it to go away, but then you know what? She ate pizza and sauce and sugar and wheat, and it's girl, you need to eat garlic. You need to eat garlic. So anyways, all right, I'm gonna focus here. We're gonna do the law of goodwill, and then we're gonna pull some oracle cards. But I just want to tell you that last night I published a vlog on my personal Sadie Marie Cherico YouTube, and in the vlog I was showing how I've rearranged all the desks in I have 3 desks now, or tables. Some of them are real tiny, but I have 3 stations for doing different kind of work. And I don't know if you do this too, but I can't do too many things in the same spot, you know. So this spot that I'm sitting in right now talking to you, this is my herb area. I have my herb books, I have my herb folders, I have my herb notes, I have all my herbal oracle cards. So this is where I do Herbal Marie, and right here, Herb Oracle. So I did that. And I also have my laptop here accessible should I need that. I try to keep it off as much as I can. Then over to my right, I have a small desk where it is now my sewing station. I had my sewing machine upstairs in my bedroom, thinking that I might sew up there. Yeah, that didn't really work. So now it's here, and which is great because then I can use the dining room table too for laying out fabric, and it just sort of makes more sense down here because I needed my room space to set up a live streaming area where I could do my broadcasts and make videos and pull oracle cards with my other decks. So I have all my herbal decks down here, And then all my other ones, which are vast, I mean, they go from extraterrestrial decks to angels to crystals. Let's see, I can't even hardly think of them, but like to dragons, to all kinds of decks and in between. It's like I have so many that, I just absolutely love. So those are all upstairs, and I'm getting ready mentally, physically, and spiritually to do some more live streams, or every once in a while. I don't know. Of course, part of me is like, do them every day. And the other parts of me is like, hey, you go away. Don't be talking like that. That is way too much. But anyway, so now I have 3 fairly organized stations that, like, whatever I'm inspired to do. Like if I need to sew this afternoon to just calm down and focus and get the snot rags, I'm going to make new snot rags for winter out of an old flannel sheet. Like I have stuff that, like, it's just sort of like repetitive and relaxing for me to do. So if I feel inspired to do that, I can do that. If I finally, for the love of God, want to finish up the lemon balm research for a podcast for Herbal Marie, please do that. Or if I feel like doing an oracle deck review, I can make that video upstairs in my quiet bedroom. I did notice, though, that my bedroom's a bit echoey, so I might have to find a piece of fabric and tack it up on the wall just to absorb my voice. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. If you've ever, like, are in a room that doesn't hardly have anything in it, bare walls, it's like, wow, I didn't know it was so echoey. So I might want to put up a piece of fabric just to soften. I don't know if it picks up in the video, but it drives me crazy. Like, I feel like I'm yelling at myself in that room. And maybe I will. But I finally got a little direction what I want to do with my broadcasts. I think I'm going to, I love to learn. So like here we're learning the laws of the universe. Like it seems like I'm teaching them, but actually I'm learning them, Same thing with my Herbal Marie podcast. It seems like I'm teaching about herbs, but I'm actually learning more and more for myself, So that's basically what I will do with all my other projects too. It's like I'm learning more. So I think what I want to do is maybe do a 7-part series right off the bat, focusing on the chakras, or chakras, however you want to say them, the chakra systems. I know there's more than 7, but my oracle decks just really focus on the first 7 chakras. So I'm thinking like that might be something interesting to do. And then I have a few ideas brewing for what to do later. But like, yeah, it is all about learning, because if I don't keep myself interested, I may not follow through with it. Like these laws of the universe, okay, like today I'm resentful because it's so long. Like today I'm resentful to have to read the law of Goodwill. There's some irony, humor in there. I'm resentful at the law of Goodwill for being so long. Way to have goodwill, Sade. But it keeps me coming back. It keeps me interested, and it keeps me growing, evolving, and expanding. So that's what I want to do with everything else. Like keep myself motivated to keep on doing it. And then, yeah, eventually I will offer that I can do some personal card readings there. But that's exhausting in itself. So like with the chat and following the chat back and forth. So I might have to think of something even more structured with that. So my impromptu idea of like, yeah, I'm going to broadcast more has become actually like, I think my divine masculine stepping up, and it's like, okay, let's have a plan though. Let's have a plan and a structure that you can fall back into so it doesn't seem so random. And even with doing personal readings for people, I might have people sign up before the broadcast. So like after we do the chakras, maybe I'll offer up some personal readings, but people need to sign up before, not like in the moment of the broadcast, because that gets confusing. And then, who did you cover? Who did you miss? It's like, dude, let's make this enjoyable. All right, let's make this enjoyable. I just ran out to the garden. I just had this urge to go pick some calendula flowers and make my daughter a tea for her face because I really am like pretty much certain now it's yeast. At first I thought like allergic reaction, what's going on? But I think the more I look at it and research it, it's yeast. So anywho, calendula will be a nice soothing thing. There weren't that many flowers, so I'm going to use up all my old ones from last year too and just make a strong tea, let it cool down, and we can wash the area with that. Whew, along with a whole bunch of other remedies, I'm sure. And you know what's weird? My next planned healing ailments podcast for Herbal Marie was Candida and yeast. So I already have that information out in my drawer. I'll just have to review it and see what else we can do right away that will hopefully help her. All right, so anyways, dude, let's make this enjoyable. Yeah, like it's really our choice whether to suffer, whether to worry, and all of that. So let's make this enjoyable and let's choose not to suffer as I read this very long universal law of Goodwill, number 33. So I'm just going to read it. And just like yesterday we did the law of gender, I pretty much just read that one and then left it alone, right? So the law of Goodwill, here we go. Knowledge of this law will help those who have feelings of futility when thinking about the course of world events. By viewing life in terms of energy, we understand that our higher self, coupled with our thought, mind, action, creates, and our actions / energy solidifies this thought into matter or results. In an energy relationship, there is always a positive, creating side and a negative, receiving side of that creative relation. This is simply how the world works. The will to good is the positive, creative impetus, which, when received, makes the manifestation of goodwill possible. We are either mentally polarized or emotionally polarized, and only those who are mentally polarized can begin to appropriate this energy through will on the mental plane. When this is fully comprehended, we begin to realize why the manifestations of goodwill is not more widespread. Dwal Kul states that it is absolutely essential that the will to good be unfolded by the disciples of the world so that goodwill can be expressed by the rank and file of mankind. The will to good of the world knowers is the magnetic seed of the future. Okay, so that was taken from a book called From Rays and the Initiations, page 110. That might be an interesting book for me to look up. All right, we're not done. Good God, here we go. Our mental capacity today readily contacts those ideas which constitute the purpose behind the form. We have the ability to mentally construct a happening and see it through to completion. This is will to good. The desire of one to create a loving scenario is goodwill, the desire of one to create a loving scenario is goodwill, another but related action. The will to good is always an education process where the recipients are left free to receive the idea or not. The responsibility for expanding the amount of goodwill in the world directly lays on the shoulders of the intelligentsia of the world. In the goodwill process, it is the creative / idea / problem solving individuals who are directly responsible for creating goodwill. The rank and file of humanity simply do not yet possess the mental capability to evoke the process yet, even though many are able to participate in the process. This knowledge should fill the responsible group with a greater amount of hope and assurance because they have the power to generate goodwill in their everyday routine solving of problems. Goodwill says in Esoteric Healing, page 545, when the majority of the inhabitants of the earth are being rapidly oriented towards good, towards righteousness, as the Bible expresses it, and when the bulk of human beings are inclined toward goodwill, then ill health will persistently, even if only gradually, disappear and die out and finally become non-existent. Slowly, very slowly, this is already happening. Okay, that completes my out loud reading of the law of goodwill. All right, so what stuck out to you? What stuck out to me the most was like, wait, so only people who are intellectually polarized, is that what it said? Mentally polarized. Only if you're mentally polarized can you begin to appropriate this energy through will on the mental plane. So it's like the people who are, I guess, kind of like aware or woke or creative, maybe in their creative manifestation state, those are the people that can get goodwill going on the planet. So if you are listening, I guess, and you are woke to this and you understand the power of your mind, it is kind of your responsibility to get goodwill going in your life and in your community. And then whether people receive it or not is up to them, because they got free will. We all got free will. So if you can get that goodwill going, if you can get it created and manifested, and then see if people can accept the positive creations, I guess, right? That was pretty intense in a way. So it's like, that surprised me that it was like, yeah, only certain mindsets of people can actually get this energy going. That's why we don't have more of it on the earth. Interesting. I had not really ever thought about it like that. So yeah, so if you can get it going, get it going, get the good going, the will to good, the goodwill. And that was cool to see Goodwill cool. He's in my one oracle deck upstairs, and I pulled him a lot the one year, and I was like, who the hell is this dude? Who the hell is this dude? Yeah, he's all about like staying on your path and yeah, kind of walking your talk in a peaceful way. But I'll have to maybe go back to that card. He's just in one of my decks, just one, I think. So anyways, that is the Law 33, Law of Goodwill. I am not sure what I'm going to write down in my notebook because that was a lot, but I'm just going to maybe take the points that I want to remember, right? The points that, as we get this will to good going, generating goodwill, if you have the power to generate goodwill in your everyday routine of solving problems, do it. Because eventually it's this energy when more human beings, the bulk of human beings, are inclined towards goodwill, then ill health will disappear. So interesting. Yeah, very, 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 very interesting. Let's go drink some tea and think about how interesting this is. All right, so I'm getting some oracle decks out here, rearranging, working around these books. I'm about ready to lose my own personal goodwill towards myself if I don't get these books off my desk. How many times have I said that? Oh my gosh. All right, I grabbed 2 decks out of my herb oracle drawer. I grabbed Soul Trees Oracle cards created by Allison Williams Yee, and I grabbed the Hedge Witch Botanical Oracle by Solo Thompson. Let's do the trees first. My goodness, big decisions here. Let's do the trees. The Law of Goodwill. I got my archangels here. So I call on Archangel Raphael to help with the healing of the world, help come to any people today that's struggling with their physical vessels, and help them heal, help them find their solutions and their remedies. Okay, oh my gosh, you guys, I feel like I just want one tree. I have the Archangel Sigil stones laid out in like a diamond shape. And I would love just one tree. That's probably not going to happen, is it? All right, so it's an upside down tree, and it's confidence. Oh my goodness, it's confidence. All right, so that's our one tree. Now on the bottom of the deck, just so you and I know, it's gratitude, okay? So we're putting away gratitude. I'm just going to go with confidence. But you guys, I have been trying to energetically understand why my daughter's mouth has been busting out like this. And I think I may have mentioned to you that, like, she's really in this age where she's like super aware of herself and maybe like a little hesitant and insecure, and it's like I am not even hardly surprised to see this confidence card coming in, because she has a lot of creative energy. She's so entertaining, but yet I don't want to say it's because she's a Sagittarius. She is really sensitive to people's feedback. It's like she wants to entertain people, but yet at the same time, she hates it when people stare at her. And it's like, well, you can't be in the spotlight and worry about what people are thinking. Like, they're going to stare at you. Like, she's gorgeous, So we have this upside down confidence tree, just kind of letting me know. And it's not just her, it's all of us. Where is your confidence level? Do you have confidence to go out into the world and have the will to good? Stand in the public eye and create goodwill. Stand in front of your family and, spread love, speak truth, get that good energy going, right? Do I have the confidence to live stream again and do more videos? I ain't getting any younger, boo. It's like, but I have to get over that, because I think if I would not live my life the way I'm being guided to, at the end of it, I would be a wee bit regretful, So it's like, let's just be grateful. I'm not going to forget that we put the gratitude away. Let's just be grateful that we are where we are, but know that we could always build up our confidence, and always be supported by spirit. And so looking at the confidence tree right now, it's on, north, west, east, and south. It is surrounded and guarded and protected, held and encouraged by the Archangel Sigils. So it's like, okay, your energetic support is here, your spirit support, your guides, your angels, your dragons, your extraterrestrials, everyone's here to support you. And now it's your turn to do what you can do to build and grow your confidence. And sometimes that is just doing it. That's just stepping up, stepping out, and going with it until it becomes like a practice, That's why it's like, If I would just do this podcast once a week, it's like I might not have the confidence or whatever to be so open, so transparent, and just, tell you everything. But, it's like this regular practice, you just get used to it. So if it's like public speaking or something, you're like, oh my God, like the more you do it, the easier it gets. So anyways, confidence is coming in. Wow, we're talking about all these things and the law of goodwill. What would you like to have the confidence to do in your life? All right, so let me get out my botanicals here from the Hedge Witch Oracle, and let's see what herbs and plants are going to come in today. Let's help us out with our confidence, right? I'm down. I could use more, always. Like, excuse me, let me blow the dog hair off the desk. Like, I could always use more. Oh my gosh, yes, absolutely. So, okay, Hedge Witch Oracle. What kind of, here we go. Here's our first two. I didn't even get the question out. What kind of plants are going to help us with our confidence? So I'm putting it up on the right side first. We're going to do top and bottom. Should we look or should I get all of them? All right, let's look. Okay, the top one is Juniper with Invigorate. Didn't we get Juniper the other day too? Yeah, we did, didn't we? Yes, we did. Last Monday. And then I won the smudge stick that had juniper in it. No, that was cedarwood. Never mind. Don't listen to me. All right. Juniper is all about invigorating, which is interesting because, the confidence tree that's upside down, it's hot pink and blue, which makes it look like capillaries. So it's like this invigorating energy coming into the confidence capillaries in your system. Do you know? I don't know. That's the way I'm seeing it right now. Okay, let's do the other one. So we have Juniper. Oh, and then we have Ghost Pipe, which is about mystery. And I'll have to look in the book about that because I don't know jack about Ghost Pipe. Okay, we got Invigorate. And then we got the energy of mystery coming in. Now, of course, I'm just going to read this as an oracle. And, it's like when we think of our non-physical guides, our angels, our higher beings, our higher self, there is a little bit of mystery with that. So you kind of just have to go on faith or belief or your body tingles, and just kind of know that you can't see and explain everything, but it's still there. Do you know what I mean? It's like, okay, guys, I got our next two cards. This is funny, but let me just finish my sentence. My cards are in a hurry today. No one can see love, but we all believe in it. So just because you've got some energy coming in that you can't see, or explain, you can still believe in it. No one can see love, but yet everybody believes in it, right? It's real. So just because you can't see your guides doesn't mean that they're not real. You just can't see them, okay? So anyways, I'm taking that from the mystery. All right, our next two cards to go along with confidence is Borage with Courage. So funny. And Strawberry with Enjoy. So this is so fun. Borage and strawberry are, blue and red, so it matches the confidence tree really well over here. So, yeah, confidence does take courage, right? Courage is like coming from the heart, a strength, that is just there that you can tap into. So borage is saying, eat my yummy flowers. You guys, they're so delicious. Please grow borage. Please, please, please. You have to eat the flowers. So I'm excited that it came in with strawberry too, because it's like we were talking about how you just have to get out there and do this. You got to practice. You got to just do it, right? And Strawberry saying, yeah, and enjoy yourself. And don't forget, on the bottom of the soul trees was gratitude. So it's like, yeah, enjoy yourself. And then be grateful for the experience. Relish in your mind how well it went. So if you're going to do a project, or you're just going to have the courage to talk to someone new, or just be yourself, having the courage to be yourself and shine your light, then Strawberry is saying, please enjoy that, and enjoy it in the moment, and then afterwards continue to enjoy it, because yeah, it's that enjoyment that's going to invigorate you. Like Juniper says, like, you'll start to love this. Like, you will start to love having the confidence to stand up and stand out and reach out. It will invigorate you, because all this new energy that you're not going to have if you're sitting your butt on your couch not doing a goddamn thing. This will be new to you once you start putting yourself out there. You guys witness it all the time. At the beginning of this podcast, I literally suck as a human being. By the end of it, I feel like I could take on anything and do do you know what I mean? Like, my whole vibration changes. I get invigorated. I go from not wanting to do anything today, just wanting to lay down and die, to being like, okay, I can do this, another day, another dollar. I can do this. I want to be creative. I love this. It gets you going. That's why I have to get back into live streaming and broadcasting and making videos and doing vlogs. Not that the podcasts weren't enough, but I have a lot more to give. I have so much to give. I have so much to have come through me, and I love it. I absolutely love the energy. So it's like, I don't know if it's going to be received like the law of Goodwill says. I don't know if people are going to want it or not, but that can't stop me from getting the ball rolling. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to have the confidence and courage to do it anyways. I'm going to enjoy myself, enjoy the energies, let it enliven me, let spirit come through me, be inspired, be in spirit. And I don't have to explain everything. I don't have to understand everything. There is this great mystery that is being expressed through me. And it's just so good. It's just so good. So anyways, that's the oracle message that I'm getting. Of course, I did say that I wanted to look up ghost pipe and just see what the heck that is all about. It looks like almost a mushroom. So let's see what is going on with the ghost pipe. It's also called Indian pipe, ghost plant. It's also called convulsion root, ghost flower, corpse plant. All this, it has all these nicknames. So yeah, ghost pipe or ghost plant, Indian pipe. It's a mysterious little organism. Let's see. It is, unlike most plant, it's a monotropa. So it does not contain chlorophyll. It is a parasitic organism that does not draw energy from the sun, but from certain tree fungi. It is not dependent on sunlight to grow, and it can thrive in very dark environments. Interesting, especially when we think about how does that relate to us. Well, if you have no one else around you inspiring you and uplifting yourself, you basically are living in a dark reality. Everyone is negative. You know, there's no uplifters in your life. Guess what? You can create the sunshine. You can create the light. You can create the positivity within yourself and thrive even in a dark, negative environment, because all of that beautiful light energy is coming within you. So let's see. It talks more about the plant. The name Indian pipe comes from the fact that many American Indian tribes use this plant as a remedy for eye disorders, as well as a treatment for spasms and other conditions. So, anyways, yeah, the mystery just goes with it because it's a very strange. It's got a strange nature of the organism and its ability to grow in the dark. Yeah, explain that, you know? Let's see. It's mostly, you'll find it under the trees that it lives with. And so it's in the dark forest because it needs the trees, it needs the fungus. It might be related to the High Priestess tarot card or the Moon card. And it says in the book, if you are attempting to navigate a difficult situation or find your way through a confusing time or relationship, try delving deep. Seek beyond the superficial aspects of the problem. Connect with your shadow self. Sometimes we must go into the darkness to find the light. All right, so then if you do have a struggle with your confidence, go deep. Dive in deep. Go deep with it and be like, where is this coming from? What aspect? When did I pick up this aspect of insecurity and lack of confidence, lack of courage, right? Like, why don't I want people to see me? Why don't I want to shine my light? Why does that make me uncomfortable? You know, go deep into your darkness to find out what the hell that's all about, you know, for sure. All right, well, while I have the book out and we're hanging out, let's just have a peek at Juniper because, yeah, let's see. It's real astringent berries. Let's see. They can be used to flavor food, meat. They can be used medicinally as teas, tinctures, and tonics. It's a good female contraceptive and general diuretic. Juniper does stimulate the contraction of uterine muscles, so it could be used in labor. And hedge witches and midwives maybe have used it in the past to end a pregnancy. So they used to say in the Middle Ages, giving birth under the juniper tree indicated a juniper-induced miscarriage. So yeah, it really does stimulate the uterus. They could also be used for stomach purging and digestive ailments. That was back in the Roman Empire. And my boy Culpeper, Nicholas Culpeper, what's up, recommended them for many conditions, including the treatment of flatulence. And modern, let's see, some modern remedies still use juniper berries. But let's get to the oracle message. This is a very interesting oracle because she gives so many. She has a nice write-up of every herb in the Hedge Witch's Field Guide. It's really interesting. But it is an oracle property of invigorate. If you smell the essential oil, it's really bright, it's pine-like, it's invigorating. She says to invigorate is to revitalize, animate, and bring fresh life to something. This oracle card is a call to wake up and smell the proverbial coffee. So this is kind of like maybe the Two of Swords, which calls for clear sight and decisive decision making. So juniper is ruled by the sun, and it brings clarity. And it can also be an antidote to if you're lost in murky thoughts or murky dream world. If you feel like you've been the victim of deception, juniper comes in to kind of invigorate that energy and move it aside. So it's ruled by the sun. Below it, we have the ghost pipe, which does not need the sun. And then, yeah, I do love it, though, that says, wake up, be alert. You know, let's make some clear decisions. Let's have some clarity. let's get things moving. So in my life, when my research for the Lemon Balm podcast had clearly become stagnant, it's like, okay, let's move some books around, let's move some furniture, let's rearrange, let's get this energy more invigorated in the house so that it can flow. Let's get your mind, what's going to take for you to wake up. Like, please don't start drinking coffee again. Oh. But I feel you. I feel you. So burdock. No, we're not in burdock. We're in borage. I love you, burdock. Not today. We're in borage, about courage. So we've got the courage now to do all this. We really do. We have the courage to go into our darkness with the ghost pipe and visit our shadow self and see what's really going on here. Juniper said about maybe feeling the victim, like, well, what's really going on there, What is really going on with you that you would feel like that? So let's see what else borage has to say. Let's just skip to the oracle property. Yes, it's been used, it's legendary for spirit lifting and courage inducing properties. So yeah, Celtic warriors drank borage in their wine to give them courage in battle. Of course, we don't want to battle anymore. Like, knock, 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 hello, who's there? War, and it's never justified, really. We want to quit battling in the world with violence and within ourselves. If there's a battle going on within you, you are at war with yourself. We don't need that anymore. We don't want that anymore. So drinking borage tea is said to increase psychic powers and relieve symptoms of depression. So I should probably make myself a cup of that while I have so much of it growing in the garden. And it's got some connections to Jupiter, which at first I thought it said Juniper. It's right across from Juniper, but borage has connections to Jupiter, which is associated with the Hierophant in the tarot deck. So it's like you can bring luck to your life and power to your spells with this courage that you can summon within you. So I love that. And then we end with strawberry, which is all about enjoy. So can you enjoy yourself today? Can you do that? I love wild strawberries and I love strawberries of all kinds. You can make a tea from the leaves, and it's a good astringent tea. And even the fruit, you can eat the fruit, you can rub it on your teeth, it whitens the teeth. Gotta love the strawberry. So let's see what it says about enjoy. Let's see. Strawberry is easy to spot and identify and common throughout the world. It heralds the joys of summer and delights with sweet fragrance and flowers. It isn't poisonous, nor does it magically cure every ailment. It is simply pleasure that leads to the oracle property enjoy. Sometimes we need to remember to enjoy our lives and the small gifts we receive daily. Isn't that funny? Now I should have left out that gratitude tree. So be grateful. Enjoy the summer sunlight. Enjoy your child's laugh. Enjoy the smell of strawberries and peonies. The business of being human can be complicated and difficult, and so it is so easy to forget to live in gratitude and balance. So this is probably connected to the star card in the tarot. It says, turn your face to the night sky and simply enjoy the stars for a moment. And now when I look at the layout, strawberry is on the bottom with Ghost Pipe, who said to go into your darkness, into the mystery, and go into that place. go into your shadow and enjoy the process. Enjoy the process of discovering, recovering, and incorporating and integrating all parts of you. So enjoy the process of creating more confidence within you. Yes, gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. Be grateful for how far you've come, where you're at, what you've got, who you're with, where you're going. And then have the courage to go even farther. Have the courage to open up more, have the courage to expand, and let that energy invigorate you. Let that mystery invite you into knowing more and more and more about you. It's all you. It's all you. This is just you in your life, acknowledging, expanding, understanding, and getting to know your consciousness. Everything projected out around you is your consciousness, and everything within you. It's like, dude, it's just you. So let's make this enjoyable. And what do we want to do with our energy? We want the will to good to manifest. We want to put out our goodwill. We want to put out our energy. And so, yes, we absolutely, absolutely, absolutely need the confidence to do just that. So on that note, have an amazing day. Have the confidence to just follow your inspirations, follow your bliss, and follow your guidance, and be you, whoever that may be, no matter what, and shine your light, even in the darkest places. So on that note, enjoy.